Gotta love the sound of thundering. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today in this live broadcast. We're doing it. Trump is doing it. Some don't know, may not know. But Elohim is using Trump in so many ways. In what ways, may you ask? Well, you just have to sit, listen, and find out. But Trump is in Vegas. You know, he had to pay a trip to Nevada, to the beautiful people of Nevada. And I believe he was in California to pay a visit to the beautiful people in California. Just the beautiful people around the world, period. There is no color lines here. The only color that we are concerned about is green, and that's getting our money. Got spread love to all. We don't do all that color stuff. But one thing we do here is acknowledge all. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Acknowledging people, spreading love, paying respect. Respect is due. Most don't know about that because they're too busy thieving. They're too busy stealing. They're too busy doing any and everything under the sun. But we want to take time to acknowledge those that do care. Acknowledge those that are about something. Acknowledge those that want to be a part of something great. For those chiming in, go on ahead and put a 1 in the air for me. Let me know you listening. Let me know you here. Without further ado, here's our new president giving us a debrief of laws, executive orders signed, certain bills that are going to be passed. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Peep this out.
Even though we had a president, if you want to know. But under our leadership, America is back open for business, and it's really a big deal. It's really a big deal. And they have, though. They said, you know, there's like a light all over the world now. It's not just here. We feel the light over our country. Everyone does. But there's a light all over the world. We've accomplished more in 1 week than other administrations have accomplished in 4 years, and we're just getting started. We got rid of the woke. We got rid of the woke crap. What a lot of stuff. What a lot of crap that was. It was, and you know, these people were petrified of it. I'll tell you, these companies, they run these big companies, they were petrified of it. It was like, you know, I don't think they believed it. I'm sure they didn't believe it. Some I know didn't believe it, but they were so afraid. Near the top of the agenda for our historic Republican majorities in Congress is to pass a massive tax cut for American workers and families. Last year, we campaigned across the country at a pledge that I'm sure most of you didn't hear too much about. Pledge to take the Trump tax cuts and make them permanent, and that's exactly what we're doing. In the coming weeks.
Yes. I just get excited when there's a level of greatness in the air. There's a level of I don't know, but there's something in the air. Something is circulating. It's circulating. I bet you the Democrats are having a hissy fit right now. Chicken in their boots, complaining. Lettuce and tomatoes is dropping on the floor. Mayonnaise and mustard everywhere. Peanut butter and jelly and candy sticking on fingers. People crashing out, walking in the doors and shit. How dare Trump just mop the floor with Kamala Harris? How dare Trump come out with an economic plan, a platinum plan for small black business owners to keep things alive? Gotta love it. Got my Hermosa. Gotta love it. Let's continue.
I'll be working with Congress to get a bill on my desk that cuts taxes for workers, families, small businesses, and very importantly, keeps my promise for a thing called, and I know you didn't hear anything about this, and I'm sure it had no influence on the state, the fact that we won this crazy, massive majority, a state that hadn't been won by a Republican in decades. But I'm sure you haven't heard, but we're going to get it for you. No tax on tips. No tax on tips.
So if you're a waiter, you're a cocktail server, you're a stripper, you're walking the boulevard, no taxes, that's your money. How awesome is that? If you work over 40 hours, that overtime pay, it's yours. You get to take it home. Now, you get to have steak with the beans and rice. And now, Irie, let's get it.
So if you're a restaurant worker, a server, a valet, a bellhop, a bartender, or one of my caddies, I go through caddies like candy.
If you're a stripper.
If I play badly, I always blame my caddy.
If you're a street walker.
Or any other worker who relies on tipped income, your tips will be 100% yours. Won't that be nice? Joe, Governor, do you think that had an impact on the election? You do? Like what, a half a point? It's pretty big. You had an impact, let me tell you. Nationwide, over 4 million workers depend on tip income, including an estimated 700,000 single moms. And here in Nevada, we will have a quarter, think of it, a quarter of the typical restaurant worker's pay comes from tips. I didn't know that much. That's a lot. You haven't.
I didn't know that too. But even those that work hard for their tips, those that work hard, period, you should get compensated. You know, if you are a person, you are an individual, man or woman, and you work solely for tips and other incentives, 100% of it should go to you. It should, because you worked hard for it. You have a lot of men and women everywhere that work hard for what they have, work hard for what they get. So therefore, they should be acknowledged and they should be credited for that, for their hard work. Much love and respect to our law enforcement and military and those in the medical field. Much love and respect. like I said, your boy Big Truck here on this podcast show. We don't pull no punches, but we acknowledge all, and we have love and respect for all. We don't see color. Like I said before, the only color we see is green, and that's when it comes to our money. Let's get this work.
I've been reporting them for the last 10 years. So here's our deal. We're going to have no tax on tips from now on, but we're going to go after you viciously for all the money you didn't report for the last 10, 15. We're going to go after you for all the money you didn't report for. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. I have to say to the fake news, because they're going to say Trump is after all restaurant workers. Many of these workers are some of the very citizens who were hit hard and very hard by the ravages of the Biden economy, which was inflation. When I think of Biden, I think of incompetence and inflation. Not being nice by saying. I'm being nice when I say that. Yet even in the midst of the suffering he created, Joe Biden launched a cruel campaign to extract more money from tip workers. And that's what happened. I'm telling you, a young waitress, I won't say beautiful because you're not allowed to say that as a politician. Used to be you could say a young, beautiful waitress. This was a young, beautiful waitress, but I won't say that because I feel like I want to continue my political career. If you call the governor won't say it. If you call a woman beautiful today, it's the end of your political career, so I won't do it.
Yeah, but see, freedom of speech, though, it's coming back. It's coming back to where even if you gave a compliment, just take for a second. Look where we have gone. Even to a simple compliment is deemed as disrespectful. It's deemed as rude. You on a work job, you at the workplace, you give a woman a compliment. Next minute, your ass is sitting in HR. And they're going over your termination package. All because you gave fellow employee a compliment. It wasn't a derogatory compliment. It was a righteous, good, honest compliment. Because she has some issues within herself. There's something going on where the elevator is not going all the way up for her to react from you just giving her a simple compliment. Really something to think about in this season of your life.
But a young waitress, I think you could call it young. You're probably not even supposed to say young. Probably supposed to say a waitress. But a young waitress came up and I said, "How are you doing?" And in my restaurant in the hotel in Trump, I said, "How are you doing?" And she said, "Not great, because they're after me so viciously for tips. They just want my tip income and they don't believe me and all of this." And she said, "It's terrible. You know, sir, you should have no tax on tips." I said, "What?" She said, "What you just say? No tax on tips?" That was about the amount of my consultation. It's true. No tax. I said, "What did you just say? Say those words again." "Sir, no tax on tips." I said, "Thank you very much. You just won the election." No, we did research into it. I think it's going to be great. But under the Trump administration, the forgotten men and women of our country are going to be forgotten no longer. You know that. They weren't forgotten 4 years ago. On day one, I immediately halted the hiring of any new IRS agents. You know, they hired or tried to hire 88,000 new workers to go after you, and we're in the process of developing a plan to either terminate all of them or maybe we'll move them to the border. I think we're going to move them to
If you can, those that are tuning in, like this video, leave a comment, Remember, please like this video, leave a comment. Every time I go live, all I ask is leave a comment and increase the likes. Let's go.
The border. Well, they're allowed to carry guns. You know, they're so strong on guns. But these people are allowed to carry guns, so we'll probably move them to the border. Yeah. She said no tax on it. How about just no tax? You could do that. You know, if the tariffs work out like I think, a thing like that could happen if you want to know the truth. You know, years ago, 1870 to 1913, we didn't have an income tax. What we had is tariffs, where foreign countries came in and they stole our jobs, they stole our companies, they stole our product, they ripped us off. And, you know, they used to do numbers, and then we went to a tariff system, and the tariff system made so much money. It was when we were the richest, from 1870 to 1913. Then we brilliantly came in with an income tax. No, we don't want others to pay. Let's have our people pay. And then you had the Depression in 1928, 1929. I call it 1929. That was a bad time, but, you know, you didn't have tariffs, and you had tariffs that ended in 1913. But it was the richest our country ever was. That was President McKinley. In fact, we're renaming the mountain, Mount McKinley. You know what else we're renaming? We're renaming the Gulf of Mexico into the Gulf of America.
I know some right now are like, you know, having a shit fest right now, for the simple fact that so much has been going on. So much has been going on. So much has been happening these past few days. But again, Trump is ruffling a lot of feathers. You know, the transgender in the prisons, whatever gender you was born in, that is what you will be recognized as. And to be honest with you, as you should. Oftentimes, you may want to share or voice your opinion, but you are not allowed to because you didn't want to ruffle feathers or upset some people. I say, fuck those people. You got something to say, say it. You want to express something, express it. That is your right, freedom of speech. If there's not enough water, damn it, say it. There's not enough water. California, go get some damn clean water that y'all ass has been hiding out and keeping away from people. Go give it to them. If you doing dirt, the dirt that you do will come back on you.
And Mexico, actually, they were thrilled when they heard. They said, that's nice. A few months from now, when I sign our tax cut into law, we're going to deliver for the tip-earning men and women who make it all work. I mean, it's going to be something very special, I think, for you. It's going to be a big difference. And with us today is Jessica Angiano, an employee here at Circa. This is a nice place, by the way, and I just met your owner. He's a nice man. He's rich, too, very rich. But Circa's very nice, and a hardworking single mother of two with incredible children. Jessica.
I used to work at Circa. So, you know, yeah, fun times, interesting times.
Struggling to pay for medical bills to remove a tumor behind her right eye. She's had some real difficulty, and she's currently saving up for a second surgery, which will hopefully be very successful. Well, also paying for children's daycare. Jessica says that no tax on tips would transform her life. It would make such a big difference. So, Jessica, we're going to get that for you. Where are you, Jessica? You around here someplace, huh? Hi, Jessica. Oh, so beautiful. Very nice. It's working out medically good? Everything good? Gonna be good. Thanks, gonna. You look fantastic. It's good. You look great. Also with us.
Let me just stop right there. For people that want to say Trump is a racist, for those that want to say bad shit about Trump, isn't it so funny? Isn't it so ironic that his actions has shown different than what came out of y'all motherfucking mouths? Everything negative, bad, that individuals have said about Trump, his actions showed differently. The man cares. Like I've always said to each and every individual that tunes in on my podcast show, you have to look into things instead of looking at things. Period. You can't just go off of what somebody else says. Somebody says something and put it out there in the universe, and everybody want to take and gravitate to it instead of doing your own research. This man cares. How would you feel if an individual had made up things to say about you?
This is Lexi York, a 28-year-old cocktail server here at Circa, who's got big dreams of being an entrepreneur. Lexi says that no tax on tips will help bring those dreams much closer to reach, and she's going to be one of the biggest proponents for it. We're going to have a lot of support when we go before Congress very soon to get that passed. Lexi, where are you? Where are you? Hi, Lexi. Good. We'll get it done. And we're also pleased to be joined by Rosanna Maeda, President and CEO of the American Hotel and Lodging Association, which strongly supports this pro-worker reform. And Rosanna, would you like to come up and say a few words on behalf of so many people? Come on up. Come on up.
Mr. President, on behalf of the American Hotel and Lodging Association, I'm so honored to be here today. We represent 30,000 members around the country in an industry that represents more than 2 million hotel workers. And I'm here to tell you that the American dream is alive and well in the hotel industry today. It is still one of the few places where you can have and grow your career, starting a job as a housekeeper or a dishwasher or bellhop to run.
For those that work in the hotel and casinos, for those that work in the hospitals, for those that work in the hotels, for those that are EVS workers and housekeeping and so forth, I tip my hat off to you. Much love and respect to you for all that you do. I appreciate you. We appreciate you here. Truck Nation, you know we got it. We have to start acknowledging individuals. We have to start acknowledging people. Instead of sitting up there bashing people for the good that they do because they asses is not doing good shit, good work. Why not pay respect and acknowledge those that do good work, those that work hard, those that take pride in what they do?
Running a hotel, to owning a hotel or a few, and to even becoming the CEO of a global brand or President of the United States. Mr. President, in 2017, the tax bill that you championed cut taxes for so many working families and American workers. It helped is small businesses, hotel owners in our country who make up the majority of the industry.
Headlines from the fake news. Now it will be to serve twice. For the next 4 years, I will not rest, I will not yield, and together we will not fail. We will win, win, win. We will bring back the American dream. We're going to bring it back. You know, in recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to make it great again, greater than ever before. We'll be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. That's what we're doing, and that's what it's all about. And you see that. I think you see it more in the last week than you've seen it in years. And I walked up the stairs of that massive plane that's waiting for me, that big 747, and I said, there's no way I'm going to let myself fall, because that was one hell of a... That triple fall was a disaster. I would call that a political disaster. You can fall once, you can fall twice, but you can't fall 3 times. You can't fall 3 times. What a disaster.
Again, we have to start acknowledging those for the good work that they do. If you in a hotel business, housekeeping, cleaning, EVS, whatnot have you, we acknowledge you. I acknowledge you. You do great work. And it's about time that you should start getting acknowledged for the good work that you do. There's tons of men and women out there that work hard, that are not even appreciated, don't even get acknowledged. But most want to sit up there and go on social media and acknowledge all the other fuckery, but don't want to acknowledge the good things that they do. There's good people out there. Don't matter about the color of your skin. You have some good women out there that work hard. You have some good men out there that work hard. Entrepreneurs. But yet get shamed because they're not selling their souls to the things of this world. Because they chose to be different. They chose to live different. They've changed their mindset because they want to have. Meanwhile, you got motherfuckers out there taking and they want to bash you. They want to say hurtful things. But soon as karma come back and knock on your door and pay you a visit and put you in the guillotine chokehold, now you want to play victim.
I've used that in every ad I think I ever did. Our power will stop all wars and bring new spirit of unity to a world that's been angry, violent, and very unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by the people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We're bringing back religion in this country. We will be prosperous. We will be free. We will be bigger, bolder, and more ambitious than ever before. And together we will make America powerful again. Make America wealthy again. Make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. Make America proud again. We're going to make America safe again.
Kamala Harris wouldn't be doing all of this. She wouldn't even say half this. Nah, she wouldn't. She'd be on a whole nother level. But again, the negative, so much to discredit this man's character. And a large number of you individuals out there did not want to take the time to do your research. If you would have took the time to do your research, you would have found out that he's a family man. You would have found out he loves people. Man's from the East Coast. I do celebrity and federal bodyguard work. A lot of my clients and celebrities are from the East Coast. They have no filter when they talk. It doesn't mean they actually mean it. That's their lingo. I have some good friends that are Italians. And anybody know anything about Italians, they like you, they like you. They don't, they don't. But they have no filter. They tell it like a TI is. Russians are the same way. If they like you, they like you. They don't. But they tell it like a TI is. And most people are not used to individuals that are so outspoken but grounded in that. Most are not used to it. So, of course, some take it as a threat. It's not no threat. That's just how that person talk. Ever been around a person that's cornbread country and they talk loud? That's just how they talk. They talk loud. They don't mean no harm or no disrespect, but that's the lingo.
And we will make America great again.
We will make America great again.
And thank you very much, Nevada. Thank you, Joe. That's really why I'm here, I must be honest with you.
And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave a copy of this whole thing in the description so you can watch it. But I just wanted to chime in a little bit and go live a little bit. Connect with the world, connect with the universe, connect with the beautiful people, the beautiful men and women that work hard, the beautiful women that they're just doing their thing just to get by. Living a positive life. Living your dream. Live your dream. Until then and only then. Go be the best version of yourself for many people to see. Take that with you and go be great. It is your boy, Big Truck, and it's always an honor to be on your screen. Please give me a like. If you're tuning in, give me a like. If you're tuning in, give me a number 1 in the comment section. I love you all. Shalom.